Have you ever wondered how some seniors manage to stay strong and fit without ever stepping foot in a gym? The truth is, many of them rely on just a few simple movements they do right in their living room, no equipment, no pressure, and no expensive memberships. Just consistent daily motion that keeps the body strong and the spirit even stronger. This video isn't about pushing your body like you're in your 20s. It's about discovering the kinds of exercises that help you age well, avoid injury, and feel proud of your body, every single day. So if you've ever felt frustrated by workouts that are too hard, too confusing, or simply don't work for your body anymore, then stay with me. Because today I'm sharing 5 easy, powerful exercises that real seniors use every day to maintain strength, balance, and independence. Let's get started. Exercise number 1, the chair stand. Standing up from a chair might not seem like much, but it's actually one of the best indicators of lower body strength as we age. When people start struggling to rise without using their arms or leaning forward, it often means their leg muscles are weakening. That's where the chair stand comes in. It strengthens your legs, core, and balance in one simple move. How to do it? Sit on a firm chair, not a cushion or recliner. Place your feet flat on the ground. Cross your arms over your chest. Slowly stand up using only your legs. Lower yourself back down in control, that's 1 rep. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions per day, depending on your strength. It takes just a couple of minutes but makes a huge difference in daily life. I once met a man named Larry, age 78. After losing his wife, he began doing chair stands every morning because his doctor told him he needed to rebuild leg strength. At first, he could only do 3. But after 2 weeks, he was doing 10, and more than that. He told me how proud he felt every time he stood up without help. That's the kind of quiet victory we're after. Not flashy, not extreme, just life-changing. Exercise number 2, wall push-up. Now, what if I told you there's a simple move that can strengthen your chest, arms, and shoulders, and even help your balance, without ever getting on the floor? That's exactly what the wall push-up does. It's one of the most trusted daily exercises among strong, active seniors, and for good reason. Here's how to do it. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your hands flat on the wall, shoulder width apart. Slowly bend your elbows and lean your body toward the wall. Then push yourself back to the starting position. Start with 10 reps a day. As you get stronger, you can move your feet back a little to increase the challenge. Wall push-ups are gentle, safe, and incredibly effective, especially for those who find floor push-ups too hard or risky. Even painful, that's how many people describe traditional floor push-ups. And honestly, it's no surprise. The floor version gets all the attention, but let me share a little secret with you. Wall push-ups can be just as effective at building upper body strength, when done consistently, and they're much safer for aging joints and shoulders. No wrist pain. No pressure on your lower back. Just pure muscle engagement and better posture, 1 controlled rep at a time. How to do a wall push-up. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Keep your body straight, no sagging bellies or arched backs. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest closer to the wall. Then push back out to the starting position. That's 1 repetition. Start with 10 to 15 reps, and remember, the slower and more controlled your movement, the greater the benefit. But this isn't just about building muscle. Wall push-ups train your body to work as a unit. Your arms don't push alone, your core stabilizes you, your shoulders stay active, and your breathing deepens. Every time you push away from the wall, you're training your body to move with strength, control, and purpose. Let me tell you about Ruth. She's 81 and had been losing arm strength for years, to the point where even opening a jar felt impossible. Her grandson taught her how to do wall push-ups. She started with 5 a day. After a month, she was up to 15, but more importantly, she could carry her own grocery bags again, open her front door without help, and even reach for things on the top shelf. That's the kind of independence these simple movements give back. So if your arms feel weak, if your shoulders are stiff, or if you just want to feel stronger without risking injury, make wall push-ups your daily second move. It's not a race. It's not about sweating buckets. It's about quiet, consistent strength that shows up in real life, like lifting your grandkids, grabbing your favorite coffee mug, or confidently pushing open a heavy door. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support helps us continue making simple, useful content to inspire and inform you. Move 3, the sit-to-stand routine. Now this next exercise might surprise you, not because it's complex or flashy, but because it's something you've already done thousands of times in your life. It's called the sit-to-stand, and when done intentionally, it becomes one of the most powerful movements for maintaining leg strength, balance, and coordination. Here's why it matters so much. Your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands is one of the clearest indicators of lower body strength, and that strength is directly linked to balance, walking speed, and your risk of falling. In fact, studies show that older adults who can do multiple sit-to-stand repetitions without support have a significantly lower risk of mobility issues later in life. How to do it properly. Choose a sturdy chair, not too low, not too soft. Sit with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or extend them straight in front of you. Press through your heels, keep your back straight, and stand up slowly. Then, lower yourself back down, with control, no dropping. That's 1 rep. Start with 5 reps, work your way up to 10. And once that gets easier, slow it down. The slower you go, the harder your muscles work, and the more you gain. This move targets your quads, hamstrings, and glutes, the major muscles in your thighs and hips that make walking, stair climbing, and even getting out of bed possible. And when those muscles are strong, your knees hurt less. Your hips stay stable. And your posture improves. Let me tell you about George. He's 74, a retired mechanic who loved tinkering with old radios, but he started avoiding his workshop because it meant standing, walking, and moving around, and that just didn't feel easy anymore. You can let me know if you want George's story rewritten too, and if you'd like the full script continued with moves 4 and 5. The stool was too low, and getting up from it felt nearly impossible. That's when George's daughter introduced him to the sit-to-stand routine. At first, he laughed. "I already know how to sit and stand," he said. But 2 weeks later, after doing just 10 repetitions a day, he called her back. "I can finally get off that stool again," he said. "And my knees don't groan like they used to." That's the quiet kind of strength this movement brings back. No gym. No fancy equipment. No personal trainer. Just your own body, learning how to rise again. And here's the deeper truth. There's something powerful about retraining your body to stand tall. Psychologically, it reminds you that you're not stuck. That you're capable. That you can still lift yourself, physically and mentally, when you need to. That simple act of standing up becomes a message. I'm still strong. I'm still in control. Some seniors I've worked with even add a slight pause at the top of the movement to improve balance and steady their breathing. Others use a mirror, not for vanity, but to check their posture and alignment. That's the beauty of this exercise. It meets you where you are. You can adjust the pace, challenge yourself gently, and celebrate every little improvement. So if you haven't made this part of your daily routine yet, I encourage you to start today. Because it's more than just an exercise. It's a quiet declaration to your body and mind. You've still got this. Move 4, the arm swing walk. Now, this next one might sound almost too simple, but don't let that fool you. There's real power in this movement. I'm talking about arm swing walking. Not the kind of slow stroll you take while scrolling on your phone or holding a bag. I mean a deliberate, full-body walk, where your arms and legs move together like a well-oiled machine. Here's why it matters. As we age, one of the first things to quietly fade is our natural walking rhythm. You may have seen it before. Someone begins to shuffle instead of stride. Their arms barely move. Their steps become shorter. Balance gets shakier. But here's the thing. It's not just weakness. It's disconnection. The brain slowly forgets how to coordinate the upper and lower body together. That disconnection increases the risk of falls, slows your pace, and robs you of fluid movement. But the good news? You can reverse it, with just a few minutes a day. How to do it? Stand tall and take a deep breath. Begin walking at a natural pace. This time, focus on swinging your arms, not just from the elbows, but from the shoulders. Let them move freely and rhythmically. As your right foot steps forward, your left arm swings forward. Then switch. Left foot, right arm. Back and forth. At first, it may feel a little exaggerated, and that's a good thing. It means you're reactivating the connection between mind and body. Why it works? Walking is a full-body activity. When your arms swing, they drive your momentum, stimulate circulation, and support balance. They also send a signal to your brain. I'm awake. I'm moving. I'm in sync. That alone is enough to boost your energy, sharpen your focus, and even improve your mood. Let me tell you about Frances. She's 81, and for years she walked with a slight limp. She never thought much of it, until her son showed her how to swing her arms while walking. At first, she felt silly, like she was marching. But within a week, her stride smoothed out. Her shoulders opened up. Her balance improved. She told me something I'll never forget. When I walk with my arms now, I feel like I'm dancing, not dragging. That's the difference a simple movement can make. And from a psychological standpoint, arm swing walking does something else. It gets you out of survival mode and into a state of flow. You stop bracing for a fall. You stop overthinking every step. Your body begins to trust itself again. Again you begin to move more naturally, confidently and joyfully. That shift in how you carry yourself is more than physical, it's emotional, and that emotional shift carries over into everything you do, how you greet people, how you go to the store, even how you sit down and stand up. And here's something interesting most people don't think about: when your arms swing naturally, your spine also rotates gently with each step. That rotation keeps your back flexible and reduces stiffness. It's almost like giving your spine a mini massage with every walk, and you don't need a treadmill or gym to do it. Just a sidewalk, a hallway, or even a stretch of your living room. Some folks like to add light hand weights, and that's fine if your shoulders are healthy, but the real magic comes from the movement itself, not the resistance. This is about retraining the rhythm of your body, not adding more strain to it. So I challenge you, yes, challenge you in the kindest way possible. Next time you walk, put those arms to work. Start with 5 minutes, then see if you can go 10, and notice how you feel, not just physically but emotionally, because when you walk like someone who's still full of life, the world sees you that way too, and more importantly, you begin to see yourself that way again. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Move 5, the standing wall push. You don't need a gym membership or fancy machines to build real strength, and this next exercise is the perfect example of that. It's the standing wall push, and it's one of the simplest, most powerful movements older adults can do to keep their upper body firm, their joints mobile, and their heart energized. Here's what makes it so special: the standing wall push mimics a classic push-up but without the strain on your back, shoulders, or wrists. Instead of going down to the floor, which can be hard on the knees or nearly impossible for those with arthritis or balance concerns, you simply stand upright and use a wall, and that change makes all the difference. Let's walk through it together. Stand about 2 feet away from a wall with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands flat against the wall at chest height, just a little wider than your shoulders. Now lean in slowly, bending your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall, and then push back gently until your arms are straight again. That's 1 rep. You control the motion, you control the pace, and with each push you're not just working your arms, you're engaging your chest, shoulders, core, and even your legs for stability. Now you might be wondering, how is this different from other arm exercises? The difference is control. With wall pushes, you're using your own body weight in a way that strengthens and stabilizes at the same time, and that matters because as we age, it's not just about building muscle, it's about maintaining control over that muscle. This movement teaches your body to coordinate your upper and lower halves while improving circulation and posture. It gently reminds the body how to move with power but without risk. Let me share a story here. Jack, who's 74, had always been active in his younger years, but after a shoulder injury in his late 60s he gave up upper body workouts. He figured the pain wasn't worth the trouble, but over time his posture got worse, his arms felt weaker, and even simple tasks like opening jars or carrying a grocery bag became frustrating. That's when he gave wall pushes a try. The first few days he only did 10 at a time, but after a week he felt stronger, his shoulders started to open up and the pain that had limited him began to ease. Within a month he could do 30 without breaking a sweat, and he told me this: "I thought I was too old to feel strong again, but I feel like I have a second shot." That's the magic of this exercise. It's not about lifting. It's not just about lifting heavy things, it's about lifting yourself. Physically, yes. But emotionally, too. The wall push-up does more than activate forgotten muscles. It helps correct posture that's quietly collapsed under the weight of time. It gives you something far more valuable than toned arms, it gives you a renewed sense of control. Because yes, you can change your body, at 65, 74, or even 82. And there's a deeper layer to it. When you push against a wall, something solid, unmovable, you're not just doing a physical exercise. You're pushing against resistance in your life. You're reminding yourself, I can do hard things. I'm not done. I'm still strong. That message gets stored in your body. It shows up in the way you stand, the way you walk into a room, and how you respond to stress or uncertainty. Many seniors report something unexpected after doing wall push-ups regularly. They sleep better. Why? Because even gentle movement improves circulation, lowers tension, balances blood sugar, and releases feel-good hormones that last for hours. And the posture, the deep breathing, it soothes your nervous system, naturally. So how many should you do? Start with 10. Rest. If you can, go for a second round. Work up to 3 sets of 10 a day, and you're well on your way to real upper body confidence. And the best part? It's quiet. It's simple. You can do it in your pajamas. You don't even have to change your shoes. Yet the impact? It touches every part of your life. Because every time you push away from that wall, you're not just building strength. You're rebuilding trust in yourself. You're reclaiming a part of you that may have felt forgotten or left behind. And that, my friend, is what real movement is all about. Final thoughts. The older we get, the more we're told to slow down. That weakness is inevitable. That stiff joints, low energy, and aching muscles are just the cost of aging. But I'm here to tell you, that's not the whole story. What I've seen again and again is this. The people who keep moving, even in small ways, are the ones who age with grace, purpose, and power. It's not about looking like a bodybuilder. It's not about lifting hundreds of pounds. It's about reclaiming your body, one movement, one breath, one choice at a time. And here's the truth. Every one of the 5 exercises we shared today is about more than muscle. They're about mindset. They remind your body how to trust itself again. They teach your brain that you're still in charge. They tell your heart, it's never too late to feel alive. Whether it's the chair stand that brings back your independence, the wall push-up that rebuilds your confidence, or the arm swing walk that lifts your spirit, each one is a message. A message from you, to you. I still matter. I still have strength. I'm still here. So as you finish this video, I hope you're not just feeling informed. I hope you're feeling inspired. Inspired to try. Inspired to believe in your body again. Inspired to remember that every day is a chance to grow stronger, not weaker. You don't need fancy gear. You don't need a personal trainer. You don't need to sweat for hours. All you need is a decision. A decision to move. A decision to choose strength over surrender. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up tomorrow with a little more energy. A little more pride. And a little more joy. Because when you take care of yourself, when you honor the vessel that carries you through this life, you're not just exercising. You're living fully. Thank you for being here with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned, and how you plan to use it in your life. Your voice matters to us. Reading your stories and thoughts inspires us more than you know. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us keep creating meaningful, empowering content just for you. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.